Another episode of Cooking with Tia. Hold on. Hey beauties, welcome back to the channel. Happy New Year. This is the first video back. Today I will be making the viral high protein bagels. They are 16 grams of protein. They take simple ingredients and I'm gonna walk you guys through it step by step. If this is your first time on my channel, make sure that you hit that subscribe button so that you're notified every single time your girl uploads a brand new video. Also, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up and keep up with me on all of my social medias. And let's not waste no time. Let's get right on into making these high protein bagels. Okay, so let's get started on these protein bagels. So ingredients, you will need all-purpose flour, baking powder, salt, plain Greek yogurt, and a little bit of sugar. So to a mixing bowl, you want to go ahead and add in 2 cups of all-purpose flour, and you also want to go ahead and add in 2 cups of plain Greek yogurt. I used the 0% milk fat one by the brand Faggi, but you can use any brand of your liking. So once that's added to the bowl, you want to go ahead and add in 2 teaspoons of baking powder and then a generous amount of salt and 1 tablespoon of sugar. Now, if you have self-rising flour, then there'll be no need to add in the baking powder. So then it's time to knead your dough. I'm using my KitchenAid mixer to knead the dough until it gets to this kind of texture, clumpy and slightly sticky. Then you want to go ahead and flour a flat surface. Take out your sticky dough, and now you want to knead that dough with your hands. What we're doing here is we're just kneading the dough until it is super smooth and no longer sticky. So you kind of just want to keep flattening it out and kneading it together with your hands until everything comes together nice and smooth. And if you find that the dough is still sticking to your hands, just add a little bit of oil to your hands. I used grapeseed oil, and then you'll find that the dough is no longer sticking to your hands. So once the dough is nice and smooth, you want to go ahead and find a way to flatten it. You can use a rolling pin like me, but it's not necessary. And if you are using a rolling pin, there should be no dough sticking to your rolling pin at all. If dough is sticking to your rolling pin, then you need to knead it just a little bit more with a little bit more flour. So you want to just make sure that your dough is nice and smooth, and then it's time to cut your dough into equal parts. So my mixture makes about 5 to 6 bagels. So I made 6 bagels. So these are the way to make the bagels. You can either form it into a ball and then make a circle right in the middle, and you can make your bagel shape this way. Or you can take that cut slice of dough and roll it between your fingers, and then you want to twist your dough and then make it into a bagel shape yourself by bringing the 2 ends together, and then you can make a bagel shape like that. It is completely your preference. Either way is going to make you a delicious bagel, but yeah, that's what we did. So there's one method I've seen where people are saying you have to boil your bagels, so I'm going to put that test together to see which one comes out better. So if you are going to boil your bagels, just add a little bit of baking soda to that boiling water, and also make sure that your oven is preheated to 350 degrees. So 3 of the bagels I'm going to add into boiling water, and 3 of the bagels we are not going to add into boiling water, just so that we see which bagel comes out better. So once your bagels rise to the top, it's time to take them out. They only need to boil for about 2 to 3 minutes. And now it's time to egg wash the top of all of your bagels. So make sure that you egg wash each one. 3 of the bagels I wanted to leave plain, and then 3 of them I wanted to be everything but the bagel seasoning. So now that our bagels are egg washed, it's time to season them. So I just sprinkled the everything but the bagel seasoning on 3 of the bagels and left 3 of them plain. And then we put our bagels into the oven. And the bagels just need to bake for 30 minutes. So I put that timer on, and 30 minutes later, our bagels were ready. So once you take your bagels out, just look at them. They're all nice and golden brown. Obviously you can see the boiled ones have a more
bagel-like exterior, or just a more golden exterior to them, but that's the only difference that you can see visually from the boiled ones. So with the bagels, I wanted eggs and bacon, so I made that while the bagels cooled. And now it was time to compare that boiled bagel to the not boiled bagel, so that everything but the bagel one is a bagel that was not boiled, and then the plain bagel here is one that was boiled. And let's take a look. As you can see, they both look the exact same on the inside. There is no super difference, so there is no need to boil your bagels to get a perfect bagel. So I buttered my bagel, added my eggs and bacon, and it was time to try it.
So this is how it came out. I made a nice, I'm from New York, so as a New Yorker, we like a nice bacon egg sandwich on a roll, on a bagel, on a croissant. We just like that bacon and egg all together. So I made a bacon and egg on a everything bagel, nice and buttered bagel, guys. Like, hold on. I'm gonna try everything for you guys. Okay, so let's taste test. So let's first just take a bite of, I got a piece of bacon on it. Let's just take a bite of the bagel normal, like no sandwich parts in it. The bagel is nice and soft. It's buttery. Adding a little bit of sugar and extra salt to the mix definitely helps from tasting any yogurt flavor from the bagel. I literally don't taste any yogurt in the bagel at all. Okay, now let's try a sandwich. This? Amazing. Are you kidding me? So good. If you guys haven't made this yet, what are you doing? Literally, what are you doing? You can literally make the easiest, simplest bagels real quick from your home. You guys need to get on it. Cheers. Let me know in the comments if you guys made them yourself and how yours turned out. And also feel free to put in the comments any questions you guys have, and let's see what we're gonna make next.